2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down.
Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7. In practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Stafford now to throw. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Kansas City.
Set. Get a 20.
From the red zone now, Stanford. That is caught inside the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tevin Coleman. with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find Harris, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. Let's go.
Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Buying time to his left. On the left side, this is Stills. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Slam.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle here to Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught left side by John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And it's caught by Parker. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
It's Coleman here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Coleman. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set! Yellow lady! Yellow lady! We go!
On first and 10, Stafford. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, check.
Here's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
That's track. Check your hot read.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 36, Stafford, left side, caught by Diggs. 22 yards there, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Check.
On first down, Stafford here. Parker's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Completes it right side to Cooper. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 30. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kicked. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Blue 60! Check. Hey, you got nothing today. You got nothing.
Stafford on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Mike 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Pistol. Hey, Mike 51. Watch out.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now this time he'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
There he goes. goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Stills the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's put him on the buses.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Mike, ready? 260. 53. Ready? Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is
Stafford looks to throw again. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 51, Mike.
4th down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Lady, Mike's 59. You better be afraid of me.
Stafford gonna throw it. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 10. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st down, Kansas City.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Go.
Here we go. Hurry. 57's the Mike. Exit.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
A first carry down for Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Kill. Zero. Middle. Five.
Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch a slam. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 50, Stafford. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 21.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete here.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the pass. White. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch twitch. Watch the
Again, it's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 10 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Kill. 180. Watch the pass.
From the 31, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. 1st quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, He's crashing. He's checking. 50.
To throw again. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down now. It's Howard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult tackle.
And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
He's not going to get me. Check 26, check 26. 59. 53 to Mike.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second and 5 now. Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
180. I'm coming. He's coming. We got double up. Monday. I'm scared. Check. 22 jet bombers.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, here we go again. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. Hey, boss. I'm bringing it to you. Check. That's great 57. Hey, orbit. Alert 3. Hey, switch gears. Check safety.
Running with Howard. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 50, check 50. Switch.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Shit. Big 20.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw.
3 and out. 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 3 and
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Let's go. Check 9, check 9. Jim.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go. Watch twin. Watch twin. Watch out. Check it backer. Lion. Under 10.
They go with Howard again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing his Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. First down, a run with Smallwood. A gain of 3, second down.
Empty. We got 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
14 spill. 26 Mike. No chance.
Going right back to Smallwood. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Howard. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, check. Check. Check, man, 5-7. Check it out, kill.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. The grab made by Curse over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He don't want it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, great. Big egg. Check the run. Check three. Kill.
On first down, Smallwood. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check nickel. Lefty. Check three.
Again, left side to Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Kill. Turn up. Slam. 6 guys.
Again, it's Howard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up second and 8 at the Lions' 18-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch block.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Eagles on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Again to Howard running left. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throw left side taken in by Galladay. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Monday. Hey, Alpha.
Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
22, 32.
Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.